Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today I'm going to keep things not so formal because I'm speaking to His Excellency. He's the ambassador to Sri Lanka from Egypt, and I'm happy to have Mr. Maggot. Got it right?
You got it right, Dan.
Yeah.
Always.
Because I have to get this name perfect. I always normally crucify people with the names. So I wanted to just get it right. So now on, I will just call you Maggot. It's easier that way. All right, to start things off, he's a lover of art and everything that is Sri Lankan. Although he comes from a country that is super rich in history, he wants to celebrate Sri Lankan history equally. So that's how I first met him. I met him on the lines of giving back, supporting art, supporting talent, and he's using artists to sort of create that wave. How has Sri Lanka treated you?
Very well. One thing you can tell about the country is when you arrive at the airport, you get a certain feeling. Either you feel at home or you feel...
Like you have been trapped.
Yeah, let's make a U-turn.
Yeah.
So here, no, this is home. You're saying Egypt is a country with thousands of years of history, but also is Sri Lanka.
Yes.
So
definitely.
really you love it. I walk in the street, just I feel at home. It's not a diplomatic sentence or anything. It's just a good feeling here.
That's amazing.
So yeah, that's I love it. I love the people and the food, the way they are relaxed and subtle. This is something just hard to find. Some cities are quite agitated and just have a lot in their minds. In Sri Lanka, problems like any other country, but the people are quite satisfied within themselves.
And we should be having a lot of things in mind, but we don't.
Well,
yeah.
you do your own way.
That is
you
true.
do your own way. No.
We love our island mindset. So I wanted to first speak about getting into this field, representing your country, the diplomatic lifestyle. How was it? Like, what made you get into it?
Well, initially, I did study engineering.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but in my first year, I knew that I wanted to be a diplomat. So back then, I went to my late father. I said, I want to change. I want to study political science. He said, get your degree and then we see. He was in the military.
Right.
And you can guess how it is.
I know. Strict.
So,
Yeah.
So I finished and then I went through the exams and so forth. I felt I want to represent the country. I felt I want to represent the culture, the people, do something. And here I am, 30 years old, more than 30 years.
And is this posting will be one of your last?
Indeed, yes.
I heard about it.
Yes, one of my last,
Yeah. So you're going
pretty
to
much the last posting.
Yeah, you're going to leave with a bang. That's the best part.
No.
Boom. You're going to do something amazing in Sri Lanka. You have always been very enthusiastic about time. It's something that we take for granted. We always think, we have to give materialistic things and we need to always find a way to sort of, be there for people in a more countable, tangible manner. But you have taken it way differently. You feel like people need time. They need your emotions, your empathy.
Indeed, you see, 30 years ago we were asked the question, what is the future of diplomacy in the electronic era, in the time of digital world and so forth? And since then, I've been always thinking about how to make a difference. And there, traditional diplomacy is not the answer. Money, donor recipient, is not the answer. So I thought maybe we should focus on people, on individuals, and caring for them. Because the traditional donor-recipient equation did not do much. We still have the same number of poor people, same number of elders without care, and so forth. So I thought, no, what we need is to change the culture. We need a culture of social responsibility, of inclusion. And there I started a visiting program, visiting centers for elders, for persons with disabilities, for orphans, and spending time and listening. They have a lot to tell. They can tell their story. And caring was the key to this. So there we started. This was almost a year ago, and now we have made 50 visits to different centers.
That's amazing. And was this something that you initiated in Sri Lanka for the first time, or in other countries that you were posted as well?
I started this in Sarajevo, in Bosnia and Herzegovina, 2002, more than 20 years ago. And it worked very well. The whole society, individuals, we pulled our resources together and we started this visiting program. And it worked very well because people felt, yes, they see the difference. They see the smile on the faces of elder people. They see them dancing, joining the mainstream society, visiting the city, going for coffee, and like anybody else. And indeed, they are like anybody else, if not better. So it worked in Sarajevo. It is working here. But the backbone of this are those individuals, celebrities, artists, writers who voluntarily decided to step in, give them their time, their talent, and join us, join our team in these visiting programs.
That's amazing. There's a little tip about what we're going to talk about, because there was a great initiative that was brought forward. We were there to cover it at the press conference, and I thought it's ideal for us to speak about it, because even you can speak about it in your neighborhood and bring people forward. We'll speak more about when we do come back. We're checking out Barefoot. This cafe is one of his top 2 favorites. There's only 2, and this was, and I was like, oh my God, how can we say no to Barefoot? So we'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to the show. It's Danu on Fire. We're speaking to the man behind this amazing concept that's going to come forward. This is going to be a day full of selling local produced items, but these are all women-owned businesses.
It's Women Plus.
Right.
It's Women Plus.
So women are the key, and then you have the others as well.
Definitely, definitely.
Right. And what inspired you to do this?
I felt jealous.
Great.
Yes.
Let's start there.
I felt jealous. I went we participated in the Christmas Bazaar. And it was amazing, I have to say. You know, all the embassies presenting, you know, their national cultural heritage, pride, and so forth. But then, before, in the preparation meetings and so forth, I realized not many Sri Lankan crafters are there. So the Egyptian embassy, we opened our doors. We invited, you know, National Craft Council and some other NGOs, Child Action Lanka for women also,
Right.
to sell their stuff under the Egyptian embassy. And as it was amazing event, they were very happy to have this access to the market. It's such a brilliant place, one of the nicest hotels. So I thought, why only International Christmas Bazaar? Maybe a national event, a national bazaar. And what theme could be better than women?
Right.
But we thought, no, we leave no one behind. So it's women, it's crafters, it's persons with special abilities, it's elder people, it's everyone. This is a national event from all over the island. 25 districts come over, have access to the market, see and test your products, how it can be sold better and for a better value.
Yeah, but there's also a long story to it. You have not left it with just a bazaar. It's not going to end there for these ladies and the others who are coming forward. You're also giving them a space to retail at this big mall at One Golf Ace.
That's the whole idea. It's not a one event. It's a partnership as we had it with the National Crafts Council. We committed ourselves to helping them, because when you help the crafters, when you help women, this is just 50% of the society.
That is true. 52.
52.0
Yes.
something, yes.
Yeah.
So we thought, no, you have this Women Plus Bazaar, you will participate also in a summer event, similar summer event, those pop-up beach markets and so forth. You will participate also in Christmas Bazaar, so that you have a full calendar.
Right.
Plus, we will work on e-commerce. This is the name of the game now. We will prepare, your catalog. We'll have a platform to access the e-market, which is getting bigger and bigger by the hour. Third, and last but not least, you will have physical access to the market.
Right.
We want you to have your own shop, to sell, to test the market, work together, and you'll have this access. Because we see crafters, women, it's first, it's one thing common between human beings and yet different.
True.
In each and every country you have crafters.
Yeah.
Working with whatever, with all sorts of products, but yet different background, different culture. They preserve the cultural heritage.
That is true.
This is a continuous work.
And keeping those things, that crafts that sort of represent Sri Lanka in beadaloo, or it could be lace, or things that Sri Lanka is also known for. It's quite an interesting take. I wanted to ask you, you come from a very strict, disciplined household, considering the fact that your father was in the military.
Yes.
What do you think about Sri Lankans and we getting late for things? Because we're very common, because we have such an island mentality. We are, if you have to be somewhere at 9 o'clock, we are having a wash at like 8:45. And at 8:55, we're like, we'll be there. And we come at 9:30. We rock up at late, and we're just so casual about it. How have you got accustomed to that?
Well, Egyptians are very casual too, if you want to use this one. So, just another form of commonality.
Yes,
so don't worry about it.
But I don't think that was your household.
No. No.
No.
No.
So you all had how was childhood when you were growing up? Like you had a time to study, you had time to work out, time to do sports?
No. This is the thing. It's my late father being in the military for many years, went to war, many wars and so forth. Strict, but yet you have the choice to decide for yourself, to manage your own time. But you need to deliver. You don't fail at school. You have a responsibility, you're a man.
Yeah.
We were hardly yelled at.
Oh, wow.
Hardly.
That's a bigger way.
Beaten up, never, almost never.
Really?
Never,
Wow.
I don't recall. It didn't happen. But disciplined, I don't know how.
How? I think it's the look.
The whole system is
That is
conducive to discipline with a room for yourself.
Yeah.
So,
do you see childhood similarities to how we have been brought up and to you all? You all are very family oriented as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, again, Sri Lankan, Egyptian, European, Indian, Malaysian, whatever. A mother is a mother, a woman is a woman, a child is a child. No matter what. Put 2, 3 kids together. They don't speak a language. And I remember this, I saw it with my own eyes. And they become friends in no time.
Correct.
This is human beings, just they like the same thing. They like to hug and run and get muddy and I see similarities a lot,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a new way to see things, and I think that's the best way to do it. So we're going to get into a break. We'll see you on the other side because we have got our mains. I think all what they've cooked are things that he likes. So I'm going to just dig in and enjoy it. We're checking out the Barefoot Cafe. We'll see you right after. Welcome back to the show. We are talking about being a diplomat. It's not an easy task. Now, they always say when diplomats come to a country, they contribute so much. I want to know, how can these diplomatic communities add value? And do you because the trends have changed so much. You can even be a diplomat from another country and overlook Sri Lanka. But, physically you don't need to be there. But how have things changed now? And what do you think the diplomatic communities should do?
Diplomatic community, some, maybe many are doing this, should be more engaged with the layman. Not to interfere with politics and all those domestic things. They bringing in their experience, their access to business, their access to media, their access to cultural segment, and listen to how to support those with low income, those marginalized groups, and so forth. There, they can help them sell their product. They can raise the awareness of their cases, visiting those people, supporting them, giving them technical assistance, spending time. And there will be sending a message that the diplomatic community is here to help, not just the traditional political, economic activities, security and so forth, but no, with the society. This is the changing world. You cannot be a diplomat sitting in the embassy or doing photo op and so forth. You have to go down, talk to people, work with them, and help them. This is what they need to do, I think.
True. Now, you came into Sri Lanka at a very crucial time when things were all up in the air, people were on the roads. There was history being made in this country in a good or a bad way. That's up to how you perceive it. What were your thoughts at that point? Were you worried?
No, first worried, no. Not at all, not a single bit, never felt threatened and
Nothing.
No, never. I was passing by, I live in Shangri-La apartment, so I had all the show before my eyes. So that's, no, never worried.
Yeah.
But what I saw, I believe this was highly politically motivated activities. It may have started, of course, as a spontaneous reaction and so forth, but we've seen this in other parts of the world.
Right.
The first action, the first few minutes, maybe a few hours, maybe a few days was spontaneous. After that, or maybe before that, it's politics, sadly, but it is political. I think so. Having said this, it's not up to me, who just arrived here, or to any embassy to create. No. This is not our job. We are in a country, we're Egypt, Sri Lanka, and many around 100 countries or so are non-aligned countries. We support the sovereignty. We support law and order. Every country, they have the right to choose their own path. Their own path could be changing the government. Their own path could be having early elections. This is their choice. We're siding by the people and the government. This is what we need to do. So, interesting time, making history, but look at Sri Lanka now.
Yeah. Going forward,
Definitely, no doubt about that. Economically, politically, socially, culturally, tourists are just, coming, the new airlines are reaching out to several cities in Sri Lanka. Guys, you've made it in no time. So really, chapeau.
That's amazing. I have to ask you this one question. Because I know someone who is equally interested in Egypt so much, because I have this thing about the pyramids. I personally feel that when was it made? I really want to go to the other universe and figure everything out, because I feel like...
Yallah.
Tell me, as somebody who comes from Egypt, do you believe aliens had something to do with it? Aliens.
Aliens?
Yeah.
No, my friend.
Because
Aliens have.
aliens.
If you believe that this delicious cake is 0 calorie, then aliens has something with it.
That's what he said. You know, these are all 0 calories. But you know why? Because in all those artifacts, there are alien spaceships that have been drawn, which is also curious. Now, this is like, I want to one day sit and really dig through history.
You want to do that? Man, I'm an engineer. I did work on math and physics. I'm a hands-on person.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as aliens and so forth in my humble mind.
So
but
this
keep digging.
Yeah.
But don't let me know.
Yeah. But you know, it's one of those things that I really love. It's majestic. It's glorious. It has so much of history, art, curiosity, and that's what makes Egypt what it is. And I think it's absolutely beautiful, and also the stunning people who come from Egypt.
We can do something.
Yeah.
We can introduce Egypt in a, very short videos that we're going to start very
That's
soon.
amazing.
Yes.
We'll be happy to hear it.
Egyptian days.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
All right, on that note, we need to wrap things up. Thank you so very much for being here.
Pleasure.
One of the most approachable ambassadors I've come across. Very cool, and that's nice that way. We will see you soon with another cool episode. Till then, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.